Welcome to another episode of Atlantic Built. Today we're going to be talking about the custom interior in my wife's Bronco. I actually did it myself in less than an hour. Before we get into it, let's rewind way back to see what this thing looked like before. So here's the interior that the Bronco comes with. It's a marine grade vinyl, black with the orange stitching to match all the orange accents in the Badlands trim. But we got a little surprise today, and this is all about the change. 3, 2, 1. Look at that. It's a brand new interior. That is wild. Totally transforms the look of your Bronco. Custom Interior with a K. They sponsored us for today's video. We're going to be installing their product, and I'm going to let you guys know what I think about it. I'm going to give you an honest review because really, I got nothing to lose. They said, go ahead, pick your color, we'll send you the product. So that's what I did. That's what we got. Let's open it up and check this stuff out. So this is the whole interior for the Bronco. So apparently with these, they just go right on over top of the factory seats, which I think is pretty cool because it saves a lot of work from disassembling and a lot of labor, and you don't even have to go to a shop to put these things on. They offer them in a couple different color configurations. I went with the brown because I thought that this would totally transform what this thing feels like inside. So yeah, this stuff's just gonna slip right over, Velcro together, and then zip up. First impressions, these look super nice. I believe this is a rear seat. So maybe we'll just slide one of these on and see how it fits. What do you say?
Yeah.
Okay. Figure this will be the passenger side rear seat, as it's got that little pocket in the corner there that will fit in the little pocket in the corner there. Overall, these things feel really nice. They smell good too. Some of that stuff, you know, you get it and you smell it and you're just like, premium leather. Here, give that a smell. It's good, right? It's the best custom interior you'll ever smell. For your viewing experience, I just crawled in through the back. I'm just gonna go and wing it. There's no instructions that I saw in the box. Pretty straightforward. If you need instructions to do this, you probably just shouldn't do this. It's got Velcro, which you unvelcro it. So we're just gonna slip them on over. Fits over the headrest, just like that. Stretches over the seat, just like that. Oh, and then it's got a little hole for your tether to come through. Say it again, just like that. It does have a little Velcro, you can just slide that around the back of the seat. Stick this one through here. Flip this guy up and out of the way. So the bottom will just get pulled underneath. It's got Velcro and it's getting caught on all the carpet stuff. So you just want to make sure you don't get it caught on all the carpet stuff, I guess. From what I'm gathering here, this has Velcro on the back side of it. The seat has carpet there. It's also got these little Velcro straps here and here. So these would be used to pull the bottom corner around and in like that, nice and tight, fits nice. And then this, you just want to make sure you pull this tight through and then stick it up like that. So now you got your last piece. You're just going to pull them down and stick it to the back like so. Put the zipper together. I may have pulled this too tight on the bottom, which is giving it like a little bit of a poof there. Oh, one more thing about this kit. It doesn't say what one's front or rear, but it's pretty easy to figure out if you just lay it out. Again, if you can't figure this out, you shouldn't be tinkering with anything. The back is on anyway. It's pretty cool. It clears the car seat loops. I haven't put the headrest on yet. And also, for the very rear of the seat, you gotta pop that clip out and it will clear this and hold everything kind of nice and tight. I do think I can do a better job at tucking this stuff in once, you know, it's kind of, the material's relaxed and once there's some heat in it. Right now it's been in a box folded up and it's pretty sturdy. So it's naturally gonna take its shape to however it's packed. But I think, you know, over time this will get better. Also, it gets rid of the carpet at the back, so it does look quite a bit different. I think it's gonna look really cool, especially this color on the cactus gray. Next up, we got the bottom of the back seat here. So we've got a little clip. It's like a little belt buckle kind of deal. Same thing with here, and then it's got the Velcro straps that go to the carpet on the back side of the seat to hold everything kind of nice and tight where you want it to be. So this should be pretty straightforward. Let's go ahead, see what we can make of this. I cleaned this seat. I put like Armor All protectant stuff on it before. Obviously, I missed a spot. So we're nice and clean, well respected, protected. Should be pretty straightforward. I mean, I'll put this one. You do fit tight over there. That's good. I'm probably gonna have to crawl around the back again to do this. So they got the Velcro straps in all the right places anyway. Oh yeah, you could probably tighten this up more too. Clip that guy on there. And then this will pull. Got 2 Velcro straps, so this will keep everything where it needs to be. Pull this one like this, and there. Oh, maybe these cross actually. So we're gonna cross the straps this way. They stay a little more snug. They're still not crazy tight, but again, once this stuff kind of breaks in and comes to its shape, instead of the shape that it was just kind of packed in, I think it will work out. Headrest, same deal. Velcro, slide it over. There, snug fit. Take a little bit of work to get over there, but I'll kind of fold it in on itself there. Honestly, the dimensions of everything, how they made these covers, is very nice. You just slip that up in the back, and you got your headrest. This doesn't look all that bad at all. Oh, I'm sweating. This really doesn't take that long, though. It's not that hard. So yeah, this is what they look like. Again, once it relaxes and stuff, I think it's gonna look really good. So here's what I'm thinking for this. You can see on this seat, there's this hole, right? And it doesn't look finished. However, these things here, the little press of this clip, the little mini screwdriver or a pick, whichever you got, these should come right out. Or we're gonna break a clip. There we go. So this comes out. All you're gonna do is take your mini screwdriver, put it in here, and just put a little tension to release this tab, because that's what holds it onto the seat. I'm gonna remove this one, pull this off, put the seat cover on, and then slide this back on to give it a factory fit and finish. This looks a lot better. Looks a lot more finished. It's not flopping around in the wind. I advise anyone who you know, has this little tool to do this. This is a big difference in how it looks. You have to press pretty hard to get this thing to seal up. We'll see how it holds up over time, but these things, they do feel like a really high quality cover. Check it out. This is luxury living right here. You got the poofies right here. It's actually more comfortable than the factory seat with the poofs. Let me know what you think in the comments below so far of these seat covers. I mean, here you can see perfect before and after. Totally changes the interior of the vehicle, and the fitment is A1. This will sit down over time with some heat in it, I'm sure. Same with that, but right now they're on and they're looking really, really good. Drop a comment below, let me know what you think, and I will put a link in the description where you can get a set of these for yourself. They have it for everything: Corvettes, Camaros, Challengers, Chargers, I believe, Broncos, Jeeps, trucks, like they got all kinds of stuff. So I'll put a link in the description below where you can find these seat covers, and I'll also leave a little coupon code so you get a nice discount on your order. Looking at them, you'd never know that these were not a factory cover. Honestly, the factory ones look less finished than these. Okay, so last but definitely not least, we got the driver's seat to do. This is obviously the most important seat, which is why it's not the least. First step, you're gonna remove the headrest, as I'm doing the back of the seat first. So you just clip this little button, pull them out, you're out of there. Probably best to move the seat forward. That way you have a little bit of room between the pillar and the seat, right? So these just use these little hooks to hook on to where the bottom of the seat cover hooks onto. I ended up just hooking those hooks to these hooks, and then everything's all hooked. For this one here, I don't believe there's any Velcro straps. No, there are none. Okay, so all you gotta do, slide your seat forward so you clear the pillar, got your headrest off. Oh, got a little bit of something on here. I had these out in the sun so they could kind of soften up instead of staying in the shape that they were packaged. There goes the door. So these just slip over. Obviously that's not how it looks. So you just kind of massage the material around. It's tricky to do with one hand, but I think I can do it. And it will slip underneath that little button there. That'll hold it down at the top. It's just push them down and under. One down, under. There you go. No. There you go. Okay. Let me show you the way the bottom works. This is super easy. So they've got these 3 of these fancy little clips, and all these do is slip between the seat back and the seat base. They just push in and they twist. That's what locks them in. Easy as that. So you push it in and then basically it slides in this way, and then you push it like that so it can't pull out. So like I said about these covers, they do cover the MOLLE system, but I couldn't wait. I saw these things and I was like, no, I gotta have them. So they sent them, here we are. And really, we don't have any of those cliffhanger type accessories, so we're not gonna miss it. But when they do have the MOLLE ones available, I'll definitely ask them for a set, because it would look a lot more, you know, finished and how the factory seat was and how it's intended to be, kind of thing. So that's it for the front seat. Super quick, super easy. They fit really well. Now the headrest, actually, you could probably just do the headrest here. I can't believe the quality of these things. Oh, I always hit my head on this stupid pillar. Here's the headrest. We're gonna put our headrest on. I'm gonna leave it up like this because I still have to put the headrest cover on. These things are sweet. You see that the piping is in the front of the seat right there. Super nice. And obviously, you know, you gotta kind of spit on that thing. And they're tough though, so you're not gonna rip it. Well, I hope. Just work your way back and forth. And if you didn't eat breakfast, stop now, go eat your breakfast. It's just the shape of these headrests, right? They come to a point. Once you get the one side over, it becomes easier to get the next side over. And then you gotta line it up so it looks, you know, how it's intended to look. You just tuck that up and Velcro it in, done. Again, once these things have some heat in them, they're gonna form exactly how the factory seat is formed. But look at this interior. This looks absolutely crazy. Like on the cactus gray, that color looks wild. So it's always funny because after you're done, you're like, oh, that looks kind of weird. But if you actually look at the seats before, like they're just like a slip kind of cover anyways. So really, you see something like this when you're done, that's exactly how the factory had it. Okay, so for the base on this thing, same type of deal. The little push in and leave them clips, push and leave type style. We got a little piece of Velcro here because there's carpet on the inside of the seat, so you stretch it over and you can tighten it up as you need to. One strap though, this is the hardest part of the install. You got to feed this through the plastic and get underneath the seat to keep it tight. And then these clips here, I ended up just clipping these ones to the back of this seat cover, to those clips. That way it's all kind of tied together and ebbs and flows together. And I kick this seat back, gives me more room to push these in and then stick these where they gotta go. They're pretty flexible, they're easy to put on. You don't wanna get between the gears or anything like that in there, but you do wanna tuck it through and you can actually see the ground there. So now that I got the back slide in and push clips in, this is the hardest part of the install. We're gonna have to route this through the plastic in order to pull the seat cover down so it fits tight and looks right. Dr. Seuss over here. You're gonna line it up kind of with the edge of the handle, and that's where we should be able to kind of drop it through. I'm gonna take this and I'm just gonna push it down. Like I said, this is the hardest part of the entire install. If you have a plastic stick, they work really well for stuff in many situations. Don't know if it's gonna work well for this. Should be down far enough where I can feel it now. Yep, I can't grab it though. Took me 2 minutes just to put that through, but that's the hardest part, okay? I promise that's the hardest part. So now that I got this through, I know I will be able to clip it to the other part of the seat. And now we have to do the same thing, you got it, you guessed it, on the other side. However, this side is a lot easier. We're going around the whole seat here. This piece actually Velcros on to the carpet right there, and that's what's going to give it the bite to hold in place. You do want to be mindful that you don't go under the seat rail. You want to go wherever there's not moving parts for the seat rail. Sorry, I should word that carefully for people who are going to be like, oh, I did this and you told me to do that and it's not good. Well, no. The hard side's done, we'll put it that way, but this side is still takes some effort. Maybe an idea to put this kind of inside out as you slide it down and then flip it in. My little back clip just came out here. Guess that was a good test to make sure I did it right, which clearly I didn't. Okay, so that's just around it. It's not a final position, but it actually looks pretty good. It might be. This gets tucked in here between the seat, this little flap, just like the factory one. So this strap here, yeah, you just, like I said, drop it down, reach underneath, you pull it through, and you connect your buckle on the underside of the chair or seat, whichever you want to call it. Basically right in front of that seat belt where it bolts to the seat, there's a little hole there, and you can fish it through there. That's out of the way of the sliding mechanism for the seat. I'm gonna try and get you guys in on this shot. The one clip there, I'm just reaching my arm through. So that's right there now. It's in my hand, so I'm gonna leave that there. So I'm gonna reach around, grab this one, and I'm gonna clip them together. Like I said, that is the hardest part for sure. Now I've got straps in the front, which are also, everything's on bungees. Like it's all elasticized, which is really nice. So this one, this is for the back of the backrest. It's got a hook, and then this is for the front of like the butt cushion, and it's got a hook. So I'm gonna hook these two hooks together into each other on both sides. There's one here, and then there's one here. So that's what I'm gonna do, and that's how I'm gonna hold this together. There aren't any instructions with this, but to me, that makes perfect sense. I'm gonna bring the seat forward so I can get my arm through here. And then I'm just gonna grab them and kind of hook them in to each other. In with this one. And then you're just gonna kind of feel it out too, because like I said, you don't wanna be pinching stuff off that shouldn't ever get pinched off, whatever. But I figure if I hook the straps to each other, I know I'm not hooked onto some weird connector or wire or something that's gonna be a problem in the future, which is very important. So I've hooked them into each other. Here's where it goes from like seat cover to like factory fit and finish. You actually tuck this in to the plastic because it is designed to fit in there. So watch this. We're gonna go from this to a much tighter fit and nicer looking fit, but look at this interior. Holy cow. Okay, so now this piece has a bit of flex to it. So you just kind of pull it out, push it in, and then that lip of the stitching will actually catch on the plastic trim. If you have a plastic tool like this, works amazing. Not to push the material in, but just to kind of move the panel, right? These are like a body shop or a panel popping kit. If you have that, it will do you wonders here. Look at that. It is beautiful. They did such a nice job on these covers. It's crazy. They fit absolutely perfect. It's like it came with it. That's a wrap for this. And I'm excited to take the top off of this thing so we can see the color of these seats kind of out in the wild, if you will, because these were built wild. They were built pretty wild though. This thing's been falling apart left, right, and center. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope this gave you guys some insight onto what Kustom Interior has to offer as far as a product goes. If you're looking for some, I'll drop the link below. Get over their website, and thank you again for Kustom Interior for sponsoring today's video. We'll catch you guys in the next one. Cheers.